change coming. Sons of Selassie. Not the sons, the sons of Selassie. Cape Town band formed back in 1985. And of course, they've stood the test of time. And I think packing even more punch. Their live performances are truly energetic. It will leave you unencumbered by the problems of the world and the troubles of the day. That is Sons of Selassie, and welcome to the founders, of course, Bro Manchi and Bro Dali. It's good to have you guys.
Hi.
Greetings.
Greetings, listeners.
You've been telling us the truth for so long, since 1985. Bob Marley's been telling us the truth for so long. The kind of stuff that you've been singing about in 1985 is the same kind of stuff we need now.
That's true. The message is in the music, and the music is in the message.
Yeah.
That's why we got to spread positive vibes, you know.
But it's not getting
Enlighten
better.
the people. Yes, it's about that, Clarence. You know how it goes in this world today. We see how it is still, you know. So our country, we've been during the apartheid times, we've been trying to educate our people through our music and enlighten them of what's going on around us, you know. And today we see that this music still, it makes sense to what we need to learn and listen to.
And also to add on that, the contribution that reggae music had in the apartheid years, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Reggae music had a big impact.
Oh, reggae music has been the stark contrast between good and bad.
Yes.
It's been at the forefront of that.
And it's just a continuation, you know.
Absolutely.
Of the messages of Bob Marley, we are carrying on that same message.
And maybe there is some truth to, you know, the Rastafari philosophy that you can't be half pregnant with this particular society. You've got to cut yourself off from it in order not to be negatively affected by it.
That's true.
Can you actually do that? Can you live as a hermit, cut off from the evil of society, and just make music? I guess you can.
It's not an easy road, you know. Yeah, it's not an easy road. So yes, we've been like still, and we are still in this time. Like the song say, you know, changes. We need changes in this time. And we're talking about this song was recorded 1992.
Exactly.
You know? So
exactly.
we needed the changes that time. And the you know, the system let us down, like the song says, because no record company would take our music, and, you know, because they was too scared about the system that would you know, stop them from doing their business.
I'm thinking high school. I'm thinking 80s now, early 80s high school. I'm thinking Linton Kwesi Johnson doing poetry recycles, listening to music, understanding the message. Do we still get reggae in that kind of intensity?
The eagle and the bear, people living in fear.
Do we still get that intensity?
Reggae music, it never stopped.
Okay.
Pushing this message of what the system is doing and how the world is right now. It's always dealing with the realities that we face every day. You know what I mean?
Although it's been infiltrated by some other kind of forces to stray people away from the real
red wine.
Make me feel so fine.
Isn't that what you're talking about?
Not really, but you know, it's reggae music has been watered down, or you know,
that's been poppified.
Poppified. That's a good word.
But that's what I'm saying, because I don't know where to find the kind of Linton Kwesi Johnson stuff
anymore
of the 80s. Is it there? Are there any? I see social activism in hip hop, which was ever present in reggae before, but I'm not really seeing the new poets emerge and coming through this genre.
To tell you the truth, that the hip hop, the first man that came up with the idea of hip hop was from Jamaica.
Of course. And
that's reggae music that made so many things about what hip hop is about today. You know? So that's why, yes, hip hop, it's still the message of the social ills and stuff like that, and what the system's doing to the people. And reggae music is still the same. We're still pushing the message. Like
one love still continues. Love still continues, my brother.
I agree. And we mustn't say that nothing has changed. I mean,
yes.
In 1992, things were pretty much the same. It's worse now in terms of rich and poor. But cannabis is legal. So
Yeah.
I think the possibility of a peaceful world is now a lot closer.
That's true.
Well, your thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, because that's been a fight. That's how that's also part of being rebellious against the system when we were smoking, because that was like we did it. Like we didn't care what the system was saying, and we were fighting for the rights, like our brother Gareth Prince, and he was Rasta,
Yeah.
It is Rasta that actually brought the change here in South Africa. It's through his works that the government had to listen and say, okay, right guys, we're giving up.
And now we're finding
You can smoke.
Now everybody's talking about this miracle drug, hemp, and talking about cannabis and these
They make it
wonderful. But people are also, and I think deservedly so, scared. They think of it as maybe an entry into other drugs, and they argue as such, and they argue very convincingly that people could,
That's how
through
the system-
cannabis, get
yes.
into other stronger drugs. What
True.
would you say?
The system did push the propaganda about the ganja. So we say now we smoke proper ganja, not propaganda.
I love it. It's a shamanism that has lived for a long time, where altered states enable human beings to have a profound experience beyond maybe their narrow, selfish selves. To what extent does cannabis impact your music, your artistry?
Well, it's a spiritual world we're living in. That's what we are trying to project. So basically the ganja is an aid to a spiritual life. And it's not about what the world makes it a drug as alternate your system or your mind or your brain, because spiritualism is also important part for the human beings. So ganja is part of that. Okay, we have it as a recreational drug. I'm sorry, I must pull back those words. But that's how they label it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But it's part of our spiritual development.
Yes. Again, it's a shamanist in
Yes.
first world society. These were the medicine men, the healers,
Yes.
the spiritualists within the community that would have revelations for the community. Do you have such revelations through cannabis and through the music?
For sure. That's where our songs are. That's what our songs are about. That's how we get the inspiration to write our lyrics. Bob Marley the same, you know what I mean?
True,
He wouldn't do songs without having his ganja in his system, and the ganja aided that because it helped us to write more lyrics and to get that inspiration of the songs, you know what I mean?
But you shouldn't be controlled by it, you understand?
Like anything
The
else.
way that the youth are going about it today, and the parents don't know what to do because it's free. It's free. Now the youth mustn't forget to complicate their mind with that, and the education, they must grasp it. The education must still carry on. You understand? The way that the little girls, everybody's getting into cannabis. You know, it's free. You understand? But it's very scary because the way they are going about it.
Yeah, it's
You
education.
understand?
It's education first.
Yeah.
Education.
Because one must be educated about whatever you want to do in life. You know what I mean?
What is your advice to somebody that wants to try cannabis?
You must understand one thing. Cannabis can only boost what is in your system. If you have an empty brain, it's not going to boost anything.
It's more nothing.
So you must read your books. You must get yourself educated. Get something. Get your mind occupied. Then it can boost. It can boost your music. It can boost all your skills. You understand?
That's true. You must
Yeah.
have a positive mind.
You must have a positive mind. It's very
Yes, and you must make sure you get your education and your skills in life, because cannabis is not going to help you to get it faster or quicker.
Sure.
It's going to, you must wait for your time
And it's not for everybody, oi.
and your age.
It's not for everybody.
Yes.
Drink just a cup of tea. You understand? Cup of herb tea. Some people will lose it. I've seen it with my own eyes, bro.
Listen,
You know?
you lament the
Yeah.
state of the earth through your music, but the optimism is also ever present there. There's always hope in your music, while you sketch very dark forces at play in society. How do you reconcile the two?
the universe inspires us. And there's always change. That is why our song Changes is about things will change. It won't take overnight, but we've got to keep on being positive and not lose hope in ourselves. Because we are the pioneers, and we are the ones that's supposed to bring change with keeping our minds positive. Don't lose it.
Get up, stand up for
Yeah,
your
you're
rights.
right, yes.
Tell me about where we can see you play as we nearly time to say goodbye.
Okay,
Where are you
okay.
guys going to be?
The International Reggae Day will be the 1st of July, and we'll be at Trenchtown in
Trenchtown.
Observatory. But this weekend, you can see us in Muizenberg, Tigersburg. We'll be
Tigers
there.
milk.
Okay, somebody says long-time fan from a fellow villager. Enjoying the
Strandfontein.
conversation.
Ticket, yo, bang ding.
So the 1st of July is the next time you're playing?
1st of July is our big show.
At Trenchtown.
But people can check us on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yeah, because you guys are busy.
Ja, baie besig.
I really want to thank you for joining us today, Bro Manchi, Bro
Yeah.
Dali, and for the rest of the members that have joined us. Another generation of Sons of Selassie coming into the fold, and they're going to be serving up the brand for a very, very long time indeed. And I think the brand even more relevant today maybe than it was in 1985 when it was founded. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for the love.
Thanks to
Please
you,
take care,
Clarence.
gentlemen.
Thanks to CapeTalk for making it
Thanks for
possible.
inviting us to here.
Thank you. Reggae lives on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.